place called Soleto Beach. I've been lucky enough to be up on the north coast for a couple of days on a holiday with my wife and just exploring this area, and I found this spot yesterday just through doing a bit of a recce, walking up the beach here, and come across this amazing rock formations in here. So I thought it'd be a nice spot to come down this morning and try and capture a few images. It's been an amazing couple of days up here. I've just been up here, as I said, on a holiday. I always don't miss a chance to bust out the camera whenever I can. So I've got up and I've come down here this morning. Just a beautiful, beautiful location. The walk in here, you walk through a littoral rainforest on a boardwalk all the way through, which I'll show you at the end of the vlog. And you come out on this beautiful secluded beach. It's been an amazing couple of days here. We've seen whales breaching just offshore, dolphins swimming around. Managed to do a little bit of kayaking in a couple of the local streams. Just really makes you feel alive when you can get out, especially early in the morning, and just discover these beautiful untouched areas. So I'm going to get my camera set up. I've got my composition I'm happy with. I had to walk in across the rocks here, but sunrise should be up in about half an hour's time. I'm just going to continue practicing my focusing on my subject here. I've got this rock in front of me here as a leading line, and I've got in the midground, I've got the large rock formation out the front there, and then you've got this beautiful arched rocks on this headland here with this deep red. You'll see it more as it comes out later on in the day, but yeah, just a beautiful location. Keeping an eye on this rising tide here at the moment. Waves are starting to come up and run in around where I'm taking my photos here, but I've got my composition I'm happy with. I was really hoping for a little bit more cloud in the back end of the sky here to try and light up this a little bit more, but it doesn't seem like the cloud's going to move up that way this morning. So I'm going to concentrate more on the foreground and the rocks, and hopefully get a bit of this whitewash coming up through here. Currently I'm on 6 seconds at f8 and 100 ISO. I've got the wide angle lens on, and I've just got a 0.3 and a 0.6 soft edge grad in just to try and dull that sky down so it's not blown out. I'm just going to keep an eye on this. I'll take a couple more shots here, but if the water continues to move up around me, I might even have to change my composition. Well, I've had to change my composition because the tide was coming in too close. And as you can see, I've got my backpack on. I'm not game to put down anything at the moment in case I lose it around the water that's starting to rush up around the rocks. And I think it's really important that there's no image worth dying for. Recently in Sydney, there was a photographer unfortunately washed off the rocks down there taking some images. So it just shows that it can happen. But what I've done is I've come around, I've changed my composition. I'm getting a little bit of light on the back end of this rock cliff headland here. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get a shot as the water races up in through here, try and get the water as it's flowing away. Currently I'm on f8 at 2.5, 0.3 and a 0.9 graduated filtering at the moment, and the water's just coming up in there as we speak. So I'll just fire the shot as this lot runs away, keeping an eye on all this white water. Fire the shot now while we've got all that foam and water running across the top there. Gonna wait for another wave to come through here at the moment, keeping an eye on things. Got an escape route off the back here in case this foaming water comes up around where I'm standing. And at all times I've got my hand on my tripod. It's quite windy here this morning, so yeah, quite easily to lose something there's a bit of swell on. I think this morning just shows the importance of getting here early. I've never had a problem getting up early. I've always been an early riser, and I always get to the location way too early. But really it gives you an opportunity, if you do get here a little bit earlier, to change if the conditions change, which I've had to do this morning. 2-second timer. I've got a polarizer on the front. I'm using 11-16 wide angle lens. Obviously I'm using my cable release because I wouldn't be able to keep the camera still enough to take this shot. I'm actually shielding my tripod as well. There's quite a bit of wind here this morning, so I'm trying to get that camera as stable as I possibly can. I want to try and get the images nice and sharp. what I'm doing at the moment, I'm just actually waiting for the sun to pop its head up over the horizon around the back there. And what that'll actually do is it's going to light up this cliff face over the top here and put a lot of light onto the top of it. It's already started improving in the last 5 minutes or so. I'm just waiting to get enough light on that headland. Once I've got that headland lit up and I've got the water coming up around these rocks here, I'll fire the shot. Most of the time with motion blur shots like this, where you're going to try and get blur on the water, it really is just about timing and getting the timing right, timing the shot just at the right time. You have to really try multiple exposures and then pick out the one you're happy with. A lot of it's just pot luck. A lot of it's just getting that timing perfect when the waves are coming up around the rocks and getting that white foaming water running away. We've got beautiful light. What we need now is a bit of wave motion, a little bit of swell to come in, and currently I'm just waiting for another set to come. Looks like there might be something coming here now. Right on cue now, we've got the light starting to hit that rock face that I've been waiting for about 15 minutes or so now. We've got some beautiful red light. I managed to capture a couple of images here this morning. I'm going to pack up my gear, I'm going to head back to the car, but on the way back I'm going to stop and I'll show you that beautiful rainforest I spoke about at the start of the vlog. I might even try to capture a couple of images while I'm there on the way back. I guess there could be worse places to shoot a landscape vlog. What a beautiful morning. Quite easy to see why Australia has some of the best beaches in the world. I've got this place completely to myself this morning, not another soul around for miles. Absolutely beautiful spot. Salado Beach on the north coast of New South Wales. Well, as if this place doesn't have enough to offer, there's also a littoral rainforest that I was telling you about, and it's decorated heavily by all these cabbage tree palms that are around me. I'm going to try and fire a shot here on the way out, but yeah, just a stunning location. Salado Beach. If you've enjoyed the content of this video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't been to my channel before, then please subscribe. Tap the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload my next video. Hopefully I'll be around shooting some more landscapes soon, and I'll see you then. This is perfectly set up for a panorama composition with all these beautiful trees all in a line, the symmetry.